All right. How's everybody doing today? Hello, sister. How you doing? Assalamu alaikum. All right. So new day, and as you can see, we're getting snow flurries. Winter is coming. Winter is in fact coming. I know we should do some things. Should probably. How much are we growing here? It's still going. Still going. So the grass has already been. This one's already been harvested, so it won't be ready for a little bit. And my other field, I believe, is still growing. Yep, still growing. That one should be ready next month. That one another 2 months. So, see how my chickens are doing. How are you doing, ladies? I'm doing well. I am doing so well. How much food do they have? Oh yeah, they got plenty of food. They get offsprings in 2 months. I'm not gonna sell chickens. So. All right, so a couple of things I could get before we start out. Let me see. In buying, I did want to buy a tool. It's a lot of money, but these are repair stations. I got tools to repair my vehicle. So somewhere that kind of makes sense. I want to maybe put it right here and eventually move these out of the way. Yeah. Somewhere here. No, I can't. Come on. Let me put it somewhere. I think it's got to be on its own spot. Well, it is early. I mean, grinding beans is always a yes in my book. It's always a yes. I mean, I shouldn't, but I was thinking about getting rid of this one and putting a bigger one. And maybe two. Let's save up some money. I'm going to put two big greenhouses here and start my expansion, so to speak. So I'm going to wait. Let's look some contracts. Ooh, we got a good. This is a crappy one, but 23 is going to be several trips. 12,000. I'm going to have to say yes to that. We could do that one. Rock removal is pretty easy to do. So we need the money because we're going to do a little expanding. Cultivating jobs are super easy. I'm gonna hold off on these. I'm gonna do the rock removal and then, yeah, use this material to do the other ones. Okay, let's do the. Okay. So where is this? Where are we doing rock removal at? Oh, it's actually pretty close by. I mean, the speed is a little atrocious, but it's quick money. There we go. Let's get it ready. There we go, all the way in. The water effects look amazing. All right, let me get that money. All right, why don't you borrow this? Yes, we'll meet again. Alhamdulillah. Thank you for joining, Harun. Thank you for joining. Yeah, this is going 43. Where's 43 at? Oh, this is literally right across. I love these things. Oh, look how just. Okay, let him do some work. I gotta go collect some wood. I hope I wasn't too negative on the live stream. I just have some things I had to say. So that I've been seeing that it's been a little disappointing. And things, I didn't want to mention names, but there's one I guess he's doing YouTube now. He's a millionaire, like he's rich, but he just reverted to Islam. So I know he's brand new, and people are flocking to him because he is rich. He posts pictures of his Mercedes, all the like, oh, I just closed this $10 million deal on my road to make $100 million. I'm like, alhamdulillah. I hope Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses him with, $1 billion. I want him, $10 billion. I mean, may Allah bless him, with $1 trillion. It means nothing to me. But now he's posting, posting videos about DMT, how DMT, I'm like, yo, that's shirk. First of all, you're talking about shirk. It'll take you out of Islam. DMT doesn't take you. It's like, oh, did I meet God while I was taking DMT? And I'm like, oh my God. Like, dude, you are on the brink of living Islam. You need to like stop. But he's posting those things, and people, you got young Muslim brothers and sisters are like, oh man, DMT? What's that? Yeah, I heard about it on the Joe Rogan. I'm like, yo, you guys need to like chill out with that. That is not, no. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's like, oh man. I'm like, and he's like, well, you can say whatever you want about me, but it's like, no, man, dude, it's like, please stop. Like, these people are just, and they see his cars and everything else. So it's almost like what he said. It's almost like if he says it, then it's okay. I'm like, nope, no. It's DMT doesn't take you into a realm where God lies or anything, or you're not. He's like, oh, I'm trying to get closer to God. I'm like, there's no way. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says there's no way better to get. No, that wasn't that kid. No, that kid is doing good. The kid who just reverted to Islam, his mom was Catholic. He was like listening to Islam. When entered date, he was doing videos reacting to it with his mom. And his mom is Catholic, and then he actually had a conversation with Uthman, Sheikh Uthman, may Allah bless him and protect him. And that's when he took his shahada with him. And may Allah bless him. He's just a regular kid. He's like, man, he was so excited after he took his shahada. He's like, started thinking videos like, hey, Islam is the way. Just his messaging was very simple. It's like, yo, this is the truth, man. You guys should follow it. And his mom was a little disappointed because her mom is a Christian, but she's a nice lady. But they want to talk about somebody else. He's rich, like he owns businesses in the UK and stuff, and he's got a lot of money, and people are flocking to him because he's got all that money. He posts the videos with his different cars and so on, but now he's talking about DMT and like aliens and conspiracy theories and stuff. So that's why it's like yo, man, it's like, all right, I know you still brand new to the faith, but it's like he's taking a weird approach where he thinks, talking about how DMT said, did my DMT trip, did I meet God in my DMT trip? And I'm like, yo, nobody's gonna meet God until the day of judgment. All right, you need to understand this. That's what. But he's doing dawah in a way. Okay, so if you're doing dawah but also spreading shirk, like calling people to do shirk, you're not spreading dawah. Nope, you can't automate it. You have to do it yourself. So I'm gonna have to do 2 trips. But yeah, it's did I make God in a DMT trip? It's like, yo, man, you're talking to Jen. You're opening yourself up to Jen, and it's like Final Destination. It's like it's the same as going through seers and stuff, thinking that you can quote enter the realm of God and all that. That's the kind of thing he's making videos about. It's like, yo, no, is calling people to that. It's dangerous. And if you want to get close to Allah, there is no, we are no, the closest we ever need to be, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says, is in sujood. That's it. When we are in sujood, there's, that is the closest we could ever be to Allah. So if you want to be close to Allah, I mean, anytime, just put your forehead to the ground and call on him, So there's still a lot of like secularism, and and I don't mind like he puts about his cars and stuff on it. Like he's excited about Islam and stuff. I mean, I don't know what he does with his money. He doesn't say, which is fine. Exactly. We cannot see Allah. But yeah, I'm afraid that I'm afraid what he's spreading, and a lot of people. Actually, there was a revert that used to do DMT and all that, and he's like, "Yo, man, it was a jinn." Like, it was seriously. He was telling me, his experience. Like, no, man, I think that was a jinn, and he explained what he saw in there. It's like that stuff is like, it's real, but it's real dangerous, and people are like playing with it, So may Allah, Allah protect us from that. And when these people get popularity, the problem is that the seems like the kids, especially the kids, if you have money and stuff on it, the kids will follow you, to the pits of hellfire. Oh, you got money, you got a nice car. Oh, the young Muslims, they'll follow anything. You could tell them to do just about anything, and they'll follow it. Oh, you want me to believe in the Trinity, and even though you're a Muslim? Okay, I'll do it. Like, that's the problem with the youth. You got money and influence, and it's like that. That's all you need. You tell them whatever, and they'll eat it up like if it was the truth. And they, and this modern Muslim, they don't want to read the Quran. They don't want to do prayer. So, and I know that what's his name, Barack. He got, when he read the Quran, he got really popular and stuff. And then of course everybody started flocking to him. Everybody trying to convert him, so to speak. But he loves the dunya. He doesn't want to leave it. Like he said, it's like, oh, what is he preaching? He got Quranists. Yeah. He got Quranists that came in and to talk to him, and then now he's got this whole where all the religions are kind of like the same. They all preach the same thing. He started posting videos of him meditating, dressed as a like a monk, dressed as a Muslim, I guess you could say, quote, as a Muslim, and still call himself a Christian as well, because he still calls himself a Christian. So it's like that is the people that yeah. But also, now here's the thing about DMT. It's not just hallucination on it. Like, I think it's just like anything on there. Like, there's many people who have experiences on people that have reverted afterwards. It's like, I think it makes you, just like anything, when you try to quote pierce the other dimensions, it's like you're opening yourself up to the jinn, and people have had the similar things as well. To a point where people who never knew each other in different parts of the world, like completely different parts of the world, have taken DMT, and they've spoken to the same entity, which tells you. See, Bobby's perspective, he's not actually see, I've heard him, like, he doesn't he did that kind of stuff. He warns people about that. He specifically tells people, hey, you are opening yourself up to the jinn. He specifically says, you know, he says, guys, you guys need to be aware. This is not a joke. Like he tried that kind of stuff, and he says, no, this is not. He doesn't say that. Oh, it's you know, you're not talking to God or nothing. But you this is like it's akin to witchcraft. You know, it's like, so he's very outspoken about all this. But we have another brother who's talking about it in a good sense. Like, oh man, look at my experience. Let me talk to you about my man. I think I talked to God. Like, did I just talk to God? I'm like, oh my God. It's like, dude, there's shirk, and then that's what you're doing. Like, dude, you're calling to people to that is major. It's a graver sin, you know. So so it's different. So I'm talking about a different brother, and he's he just became like popular not too long ago and the reason why come on, the reason why he got so popular is because he's rich, you know. So obviously because he's got money, people started, you know, Muslims started flocking to him. Oh man, he's got money. So because that means something. Oh no. Oh, I just lost the whole contract. Oh my God. Yep. And this log just went inside the invisible world. Oh my gosh. I don't think I won't have to pay for anything except for the lease. I already moved the truck. It's not coming back. It actually went underneath the map. So it's part of the map now. I'm gonna drop these off. That way, when I drop these off, I'll be at 99%. So I doubt it. But yeah, man, the love of the dunya. Yeah, I guess I'm actually just grateful that Allah never gave me that kind of money, because I don't miss it. I can't miss something I never had, and because I grew up with nothing, just having a small amount, it's like, wow, you know. Yeah, that's as much as we don't want our brothers and sisters to commit shirk, it's some people just cling to it. Yeah. Am I stuck? Yep, there it is. I'm missing one log. As well as he should. No need to go no shrine. No need to go to any shrine. Like, I mean, I've seen some beautiful churches, and I'm like, wow, this is nice. I'm like, okay, like it's kind of a waste of money, but sure, you know, so many people that you can help with this, but no, there was a brother. He's done debates and stuff. He's kind of famous, but he was asking in interviews like, hey, if you could, if there's one thing you could say, to the prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, what would it be? And he was like, I would say, I'm sorry we failed. Like it's just, I'm sorry. I'm like, we are nowhere near the ummah that we're supposed to be. We failed in every single way. Oh, this sucks. I wonder, can I use one of these logs? Probably not, but I could try. Let me see. Let's see if we can accept this contract. I'm gonna try and see if I could, if I could do something. I'm gonna buy the chainsaw. Oh, I like this one. $1,000. And we need to go across the country. Let's have him just drive there. At least get me to here. I will do the rest. It is a fun game. It is definitely a fun game. I got a couple more videos I want to make about it, but yeah, it's fun. It got a lot of DLCs and stuff on there. It's just the base game, and I have one of these firefighters too. I'm making a couple of videos of it, fighting fire. So it's been kind of fun. Maybe since he's got a long ways to go, maybe I can. Yeah, I gotta repair this one. Getting pretty broken up. No, they haven't. No, they haven't. So they haven't done any wildlife yet. There are some mods. I think some people put different mods that do that, because this also has a lot of mods on there. But on the base game, no, just weather events like tornadoes and such. And tornadoes are wild. Rainstorms, like when it's raining really hard, um, if you try and harvest it, you actually get less um, yield. So you got to stop everything you're doing when it rains. Just let it. At the basement, there's no moisture on them yet, but people have added mods where you have to let it not just stop raining, but let it actually dry out before you harvest it as well. So people have been making mods to make it even more realistic. You can cut piece of wood. All right, there's some dead wood I need to cut somewhere here. They're usually marked. Oh, this one. Oh, I cut down the wrong tree. No, you cut down the wrong tree. Oh boy. Where's the markers at? I'm gonna have to pay for that tree. Yep, you can. So you do like this, like also all the way down to this, close to the street, the stump as possible. Do multiple cuts. Oh, there's one. Not just that, you could also like clean it. Hold on, there's a way to clean. I forgot how to clean. Let me see. Throttle. I think it's because it's dead wood. You can clean it up. Okay, so there should be more trees. Yeah. Also, when you're doing it, running them through to be planked, they got to be cleaned. It's also aesthetics too, but they'll fit better too on the transport. But if you take it into like a wood chipper, let's say you have a wood chipper nearby, it doesn't matter. Just throw it into the wood chipper and let it, and just go to town. Oh my gosh, where are the trees at? That's the sucky part about this one. You gotta find the actual trees that are marked. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. And if you want, you could just do it like this. Just got a little piece. Yep, there you go. You got a little piece. Yes. Okay. No. Trees don't come back. Don't respawn. You cut a tree down. The tree's gone. The tree's gone forever. You have to grow trees. So, and then after so long, they become dead wood. But yeah, you could actually plant your own, and then start a wood harvesting farm, pretty much as well. So they actually have that as well. Turn things into planks, and then the planks into furniture or other things. Or you could also do use a wood chipper to make it to mulch, to do other things with it. Like, so yeah, there's like a whole huge array of things that you could do with wood. You could plant poppy trees, which is like small little trees, which you just harvest into wood chips as well. So there's that. I mean, it's just so much. Hopefully I can take this. I want to see if I can take this. The only thing I'm doing this to see if I can take this to my guy and to over there, and then hopefully I can turn this in. It'll still give me credit. I don't think so, but there's the hope. See, that's the problem when they're not. What are you doing? What are you doing? So that might be a little too long. So that's the problem with these trees. You actually have to, also cut them down into size. Now it is dead wood, so it's not really worth a whole lot. I'm hoping it'll count. And I have a few more to. Oh, I could turn that the quest in this one. Let's collect that. Oh, it's a plowing job. 8,000. Okay, let me take that. Let me take that real quick. 8 G's. Plowing takes forever. Plowing takes an eternity. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Actually, I played it. I played a little bit. I never got to play with anybody. But I got the first and second one. But nobody played with me. So I played by myself. By my lonesome. My ex didn't like my family, so she made it a point for me to stay away from them, and then I allowed it. So I became a very depressed individual, alone, lost all my friends, separated myself from my family. Yeah, I became a very mean, angry person because of it. So I try not to let my regrets get to be too much. I lost faith in God for a long time. Man, yeah, it was a very dark place. Not trying to bring down the conversation. I'm sorry. Where is this darn trees? They're supposed to be an X somewhere here. No, my Islam was the only thing that actually did away with my regrets. See, I lost myself so much. I got to a breaking point, and then started getting mad at God. And then, I mean, I knew He was the only way out, so I just asked Him. I'm like, "What do you want from me?" Like, I was so arrogant about it too. Like, what do you want from me? Like, you know. And then, you know, He gave me Islam. He gave me Islam. I mean, I had some regrets, but you know, I got two. You know, Allah still blessed me. I have my 2 daughters, so I can't say it's all bad. I'm not saying I was perfect either. I know I made a lot of mistakes. So it's just been like one massive learning experience, to say the least. Oh, all right. Made that whole thing disappear. So weak. I just don't want to be so distrustful that if Allah does give me someone in my life that they have to suffer for. You know what? I can understand why it's a one-way ticket to Jannah because golly, I'm telling you, the struggle is real. All right, telling you right now, struggle is real. Shit. Woo. Girls are something else. They're a different animal. Boys are so easy, super easy. Girls though, they also bring it. They also bring a whole different side of you too. Like completely, it's how you didn't even know existed. Oh my God, where's the deadwood? Are you deadwood? Are you marked? No, you're just aspen. You're not deadwood. My daughters have definitely changed. They changed me more than anything else. Like how I everything, how to speak, how not to speak, how to behave. Like learning that fine line before like being soft and being strict, and it's like you have to constantly evolve every second. Because they hang on all your words, everything you say. It's like you know, uh, it's like. Yeah, I wouldn't give him up. I wouldn't give them up for anything in the world. Where is the deadwood at, man? This is. I have like 2 to 3 more. I think I got like 3 more to like pass the. Yeah, because my daughter's constantly like, it's like um this fight between modesty and wanting to conform, and because there's benefits in conforming. Why everything's why, and it's like because Allah said so, and that's never. It's not never. It is definitely not enough of an answer for a Western teenager. Because they feel that they're entitled. So much. And it's like I'm constantly thinking, am I being enough? Am I showing enough of a man? So there's something that do I have enough of the qualities, in me that they'll be able to choose someone? Because it's I had a funny because she always text me like she was like, "Hey, my friend's gonna call me," and I was like, it was late. I was like 8 o'clock. I'm like, "What do you mean a friend's gonna call you? Who?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about it." And I was like, um, "Who?" And it was a boy, and I'm like, "No." It's like whatever you do in your mom's house, she allows. That's another thing, but here, I'm Muslim, and no, and it's like she was so angry at me that I won't allow it. I'm like, I told her, look, I'm like, hate me, love me, do whatever on there, but I'm going to follow what the Quran teaches me to do. What when you're here, point blank. I'm not asking you to. I'm not saying you gotta take the shahada and down it. You can do whatever you want. You can live the most hedonistic life if you want. But when you're under my roof, this is how it's gonna go. And then she just had to come to terms with that. It's like, so it's always a fight. Sure, in Latino culture, women are not. Man, I didn't get credit. Okay, well, that sucks. So this one I'm gonna cancel. I don't care. I didn't lose any money. Cool. This transfer one, I gotta cancel it. Yep. I lost a log. Do I have anything good here? That's another plowing job. Cultivating are pretty easy. This one still give me over 2,000, so I can do this one. Yeah, my whole thing is like, when her mom is living a completely haram life and she sees that her mom is living, nice house, there's no real consequences for her mom's actions. It's kind of hard to explain to my daughter that, you know, there are consequences. You just can't see them yet, For them, they don't see that. They just see that now. And they're like, oh, I can do whatever I want and get everything I want, So it's, talk about a struggle. Actually, let's reset this vehicle so I don't have to. Should be a mechanic over here. Yep, there it is. Let's do a little fixer up there. Oh no, I am proud. I am. I know that that's what Allah demands from me. So that's what I'm gonna do. You know, even if it's not what they want, that's what I'm gonna do, because I have to stand in front of Allah, and He's gonna bring me to account. What am I gonna say? Oh no, I didn't want my kid to be angry at me. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work at all. It's not gonna fly. So I always see it. I always see it in those eyes. I'm like, I have a fear of Allah, and that's what I'm gonna accept this contract. There's another wood transport. This one might work. I might do this one. Oh, I mean, she's my little princess. She really is. She's a spoiled princess. But I my belief it's my love. I have to make it so my love for Allah is greater. You know, and as much as it pains me and everything, because without Allah, I wouldn't have her. So, what? And the way I show that is by just doing what Allah wants me to do. And I know in her eyes it's unfair, it's this and that, but I tell her, I'm gonna be held accountable for it, and what am I supposed to do? I know she doesn't see it that way, but once I do this little one, I will do the wood transport. Try that one again. I need that money, man. That's gonna put me. That'll be 80. I gotta get a few things. I gotta get ready, because thinking about buying another field with the money I get from selling all the bales. Resent that. I just don't understand that at all. Like, my daughters are like everything to me. Like, I don't even know how that makes any sense, Yeah, for me it's so weird when I hear that people say that. It's like resenting their daughters. Like, dude, what are you talking? Like, dude, what are you on? Like, what are you on? Like who? Like, I could care less. I could care less if they're, you know, boys or girls. Like, what? How is that supposed to, like, like that doesn't mean anything to me. Yeah. Well, how do we get? How did we get the profits? You know, how how did we get the profits of into this world? Well, I could have, could have done it in different ways, but they came through it one way or the other. Like we in at least as Latinos, man, we love our moms. Like we love our moms. Like like we always joke around that with that we like our dads, but we love our moms. you know, our moms, our aunts, like our aunts are like an extension of our moms and grandmothers. Let's not even talk about grandmas. Grandmas are like magic. That's pretty much the only way to explain it. Like grandmas are magic in the world, like in the Hispanic community. Your grandma's literal magic. Like my mom, my mom will get kind of jealous of how we speak about our grandma. Like, like she's like a saint, let me tell you about your grandma. I'm like, mom, you better quit trying to talk bad about my grandma. We're gonna have some problems. It's like because for her, she's just her mom, but for us, she's our grandma. And when she became a grandmother, she understood that because her grandkids are like, you know, when they talk to my brother, like my brother has two kids. Um, when he's talking about my mom and dad, their grandparents, like they get upset, like who are you talking about? Who do you think you're talking about? Oh no, baby girls is in the Hispanic community. It's like it's a pride of joy of their father. It's their daughter. Like yeah, it's like okay, it's like oh, you got yourself a princess. Like for real. Like all right, time to really man up. You know, time to be ready to murder someone. That's how we see it. It's like all right, well, are you ready to commit murder if you have to? It's like well, yeah, I think so. That's if you have a boy, you're like, well, but teach him to fight. That's it. Like teach him to fight and defend themselves. And if you have a girl, it's like, well, be ready to murder someone. That's how we. that's the Hispanic mentality, so to speak. Plus, we're very, I guess you could say, ma- machista, which is like, I don't know how to call it again. Like very patriarchy. So it's like men are meant to protect and serve and provide for women, and a lot of that still is kind of is losing to the Western view of things because we have a lot of like feminism is taking over the island just like in everything else. But for the most part, I think we're holding on to it pretty well because women women like the idea of not having to work. If they don't want to. Like men are supposed to provide. So again, we have a lot of Muslim influence in our culture. No, I don't hate it. I'm like, I just hate the fact that they're so ignorant about it. Like mainly just white people. But really no. Like for me, they're not talking down to me. For me, it's just more like, dude, like, have you never read a map before in your life? It's like, and a lot of times they say it as a they're they're derogatory. So they meant it as an insult. White people usually still use it as a form of insult anyway. So it's like, But it's just mainly white people. White people being white. Man, we ain't got no job. We're kind of going through them. That's all we got. I'm not doing that. Maybe if I run out of them, probably will. I'm hoping I could do this one. Oh. It's so fast. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, there's a lot of things I don't understand. Like, when parents say that they need a break from their kids, like, I don't. Like, when my ex, she's like, "Oh, I'm trying to do this. Can you keep the kids?" And I'm like, "Yes." You know, you don't even have to ask me. Just drop them off at the door. You know, like I've never had. You know, like I could never have my kids too much. You know what I mean? I always felt like an alien because when people like they're like, "Ugh," you know, "Oh, the kids are in the house all day." I'm like, isn't that a good thing? I wish I could, you know, have them every second. So I always felt like I was. I never understood that. I never understood how when parents needed some time, and they say that like, oh, for a happy marriage, you know, find a way to like take a break from your kids. It's like, but you know, if you're not there, like somebody who's, you know, somebody's gonna feel that void when you're quote taking a break. You know, either television, friends, like strangers, like, and I don't want to miss anything. You know, I don't want to miss something. You know, no, you just gotta take them all. Period. The other one, the other problem with the other contract was that one of the logs fell through the map, so I was short a log. So this time I'm being like extra careful and making sure all the logs are here. Um, no log falls through. Yeah, I got the big ones. They randomize the trailer for the contract. Sometimes you get the big one, sometimes you get a smaller one. This is the big one. This is the biggest logging one. I love this one. This one's legitimately amazing. So this is one. And this one actually also comes with a trailer attachment to it that you could also load logs to. So you could do like a lot of logs. Absolutely. I was trying to get them all in there, but I don't think they're all gonna fit. Because I got 3 more. I don't know if I'll be able to get. Can I do it? Can I put them all? Oh. Strap it down. We got it. We did it. Woo. I don't know what is he stuck on. My vehicle's bigger, so you get to change. You get to wait. I love this map. This map is just so pretty. Little bridges and such. Yeah, I got a little thing that gives me, because since vehicles get stuck, I put a thing so I can pick up things, because instead I have to, if I reset the vehicle, it'll drop all the logs and stuff. They get stuck. So I'm like, no, let me not do that. Since I do drive a little crazy, just a little. Yeah, it's called super strength. I mainly do it to get vehicles unstuck for logs and stuff. I try to, that way I could do more in a live stream. It takes a long time to use the crane. Like I'll spend 45 minutes doing all this. I don't mind doing it, but you know, on the stream, most people don't want to see it, and I'm up to, I got 62 subscribers. I'm pretty excited about that, actually. So maybe eventually I'll get, you know, be a whole bunch of people on the stream, have conversations and such. That'd be kind of cool. There we go. Collect 10 G's. I guess I could start doing this one. It's not really a whole lot. Once this one's over, I can the 88, so then I'll be able to I'll be close to 100,000, and I think next month is December, I believe. In price, if I check the prices, so this is what I have in storage. So in January, you know, that's an extra 30,000. That's put me over 100,000 easily. So that's what I have here. I have a couple of things. I'm gonna have to keep this until November is the best month. That's what I have. I guess if I sell it at my farmer's market, it's 30,000. So, and hay, yeah. So okay, so I could sell it actually at my farmer's market, which is I'm is right there. I could sell it for the same price, and it'll be on next month. So I could just drop it off over there, sell it, make the money off of it, and then next I'll have to wrap. I have to make sure they're wrapped. I could also sell the wheat. I have wheat also in the granary. I might sell it as well next month. Because that's another like 10,000. So I got about 40,000 of, and then in March is when I sell. Hopefully I'll have pallets of this over there by March, so I could sell these. I don't have anything here, but hopefully I'll have something by March to sell. I'll have a couple pallets, and then I could sell them in the farmer's market in March. That's what I need. But I'm going to eventually break that down. I want to buy 2 big ones, 2 big greenhouses. It's my plan. Make and then sell everything in my farmer's market that's right next door at the peak price. Oh, the other one's done too. It's another 2,000. This job is 8,000. So I'll put me at 93,000 for the day. So once March comes along, I gotta plow or cultivate all of my field. Let me see, it's December. I guess if I do that in January, I think I have one more I could do for my grass, and then start cultivating and getting ready. Not based on weather, based on when it's when they'll sell the best. That's the weather. So when it gets winter time, nothing grows. So can't do anything about it. Also, when it's raining, you don't want to harvest it. So usually you have to sit and wait until the storm passes. So then you cultivate it, because if you start doing it when it's raining, you'll get less yield as well on it. Certain crops are bad about that. So you got to make sure, except for I think ground ones, you don't have nothing to do with weather. But a lot of the tall ones, they do. So you don't want to harvest it when it's raining as well. And then you gotta when it's all snow, it kind of like makes it like it. You don't do anything with the field. You can't do anything with the field. I think the only thing that grows is grass. That's it. That's the only thing that can grow during the winter times is grass. But you get a very small amount of yield. You cannot cultivate in seeds of grass in certain months, like in the actual winter months, because it's too cold to put seeds down. Now you could eliminate all that. You can make it easy and in the settings and take that away where you can. But I don't do that, because then it doesn't give you an incentive to look ahead and plan. Jobs. There's actually, you get winter jobs, snow plowing job, stone picking, here and there. That's the time that you would check your vehicles, also do maintenance on them, get your seed stuff ready. If you have animals, you're like, okay, do I have enough food? You start planning pretty much January. You start planning for March, because March is the beginning of the spring, which is harvest season. So you're like, okay, and I want to buy another. I hope I have enough money to comfortably buy another plot of land. So, because I want to, if you look at the calendar, let's look. In March, see, except for November's the last time you could actually grow, or October's the last time you can grow, but you can cultivate grass at any time. But here, everything is almost everything. I will never do this. Is too much of a hassle. But I'm thinking, I have 3 fields. I want to do one of oats. It's a good one to do. So I'll probably grow oats in all of them. This is super expensive. Yeah, sugarcane is the most profitable, but it's so expensive. You could do grapevines too. That's a whole different. I'm not ready for that yet. But I'm probably gonna do oats, because once I plant them, I harvest it, and then the following month it gets harvested. Boom, I could do wheat and barley right here. Boom, boom. That's good money, right? That's really good money. And but then I have to wait until the following year, where I could do barley, and then the following month I could do July. So it kind of like, you're like, you have months of dead months. That's when you start doing contracts hard. Like you hit every contract, every single one. Get us, amass money. Start looking at, okay, if I can make enough money, I'm like, okay, can I get some goats? Because I want to get some goats. I want to grow some goats, get some goat milk. Start kind of expanding, like, okay, what's my expansion? It's gonna look like. That's why I like doing it this way, because if not, you can plant at any time. It's kind of like a cheat code, and by then it's like, what's the point of playing the game? Okay, yeah. Let me show you. So this is springtime. This month right here, March, April, May, springtime, June, July, August, summer, fall, and then winter months. the winter months, and then this means harvest season. This is when you harvest it. Very important. If you don't harvest it during those 2 months and you miss it, that crop will die because it cannot survive outside those months. So you're essentially wasted a whole field. So you got to keep attention to that. So that's why the first thing I do is, boom, let me check my fields. This is the only time you can plant those these certain ones right here. Now you also have, see right here, it gives me a nice, I already know January it's gonna be snowing. So it gives me a forecast, even a day. This is today at certain times. Give me a daily one. Now to get the best daily weather, which is why I put in, you hear the beeping, this right here. This right here, it's a weather station. Reason why I did that, so it'll give me a good, okay, what's going on today. So it gives me a much better, okay, what's going to happen, what's not going to happen, so I can plan ahead better. You can go really, there's some people that they put like one day, after one day it's a month. Like if you want to make it seem more legit, what you could do is you could make the time go by faster and set that you need to go to sleep and wake up 28 times for the month to pass by, and to make it more realistic, so it'll take you, like in real life, an entire day to plow one field. It'll take you half a day just to put the fertilizer. So when you can make it like that, so it'll take you much longer. So you have more time to do things, but it's because that's how it'll go. Like normally you wouldn't be able to plow 3 fields in one day. It's in 1 hour. No. So you can make it as super realistic as you want. And I appreciate that about this game. I really like this game. And there's people that do that, like they'll stream like they'll do like the Mac, like it's speeding up, kind of like, okay, how long does it take? So what's the most realistic? They put 28 days of the month. It'll discount weekends, something like that. And then the time up there will speed up a lot faster. So it's like, okay, today, on one day they did one field, cultivated one field, and maybe, and that was it. Yes, when it first started, when the first game started, no, it was an indie developer. It was just one tractor, one harvest, back a long time ago, and it started evolving and making it better. I think Farming Simulator 19 was the one that really set them apart. Like it was really, really detailed. And then 22 was like mod support, added mod support and such. And then this one right here is like, people are like, man, you could do so much with this game. Like it set such a high bar also for simulation games that it's like, it's ridiculous. Like they got the specs from the actual vendors. I'm like, hey, I need your spec. Like they're like, yeah, sure. So we'll put up your, and so they got in their specs, horsepower. Okay, how did this work? Talking to actual farmers, like, hey, how does, looking up for like the ground. Okay, how the depth was, let's go and get it as much detail as possible. Because there's farmers who play this game, they're like, man, this is like spot on. I'm like, yeah. I haven't played it, Railroad Tycoon. It looks good. I just haven't played it. There's a lot of games I still haven't played. It's a few that I want to. Oil rig. There's an oil rig simulator. that it's supposedly touted to be like this level of detail on an oil rig. So I'm really excited about that one as well. I want to do that one too as well. Look, look at my. This is the one that's got the attitude always. This one. She's the one with the attitude. She's plotting something. What do you want? What do you want? She doesn't like to be held. Well, she does only at certain times, whenever she feels like it. Whenever she feels like it. She's the antisocial one. She's the one that comes to me when I'm praying. She'll come to she comes to me every time I'm on a prayer. Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, literally that's what it is. It's a actual moving platform of that could lead to death. That have lit stuff in fire. All right, it's about to be done. Show me the money. I have 2 cats, 2 female cats. True story, my ex got him when they were babies, and when we split up, she was actually gonna put him down, like she was gonna euthanize them. And I was like, they were babies. I'm like, what do you mean you're gonna euthanize them? And they're like, well, I can't take care of them. They're too much, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I'm not gonna let you kill them. So I adopted them because I was like, no, you don't like euthanizing animals. Like, why? Like, why? So I adopted him. I took him in, and plus my daughters, bonded with him. Like they're there for them. So I was like, no, I'll take him. I'll take him and I'll love him. Plus they'll keep me company. Yeah, I was like, that's just evil. That's just evil. All right, let's see. Yeah, this is still harvesting. It's still growing, but I believe maybe it's still growing. Okay. It is January, so it is that time. It is that time to sell. Start. Let me grab I need a flatbed. I want to say that no such thing as I don't have the financial support to support the pet. It takes nothing to support a pet. Table scraps is enough to support a pet, I don't believe it. So yeah, I don't believe in the whole on there, But that's just me though. Don't get mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger. Yeah, there you go. This one can do, but okay. So let me lease. Yeah, let me lease that. Where are we at here? But that's just me though. I don't believe in euthanizing pets. I mean, this whole oh, if they're in pain. I've been around when they've done it, and I tell you right now, I've like my soul hurt when I was around when animals were being euthanized. That I'm like, never again. Like people are, we're in pain too. Doesn't mean we get euthanized. No, I'm like, you comfort them, you show them love, and you be there until their last day. I mean, I feel that's the way the prophet would have done it. Like there's a whole art on how to load these things in a special way using like special forks and stuff. I'm just not very good at it, so I just do it this way. But I'm just going to the farmers market that's like right there, and I'm probably going to sell most of my wheat. Well, yeah, because you slaughter them for food though, also. So it's not just for anything. Like they'll still serve a purpose. And those were animals that a lot made to slaughter. So I think that's also like the difference too. I think that's what, yeah, that's like the context matters. Like those are animals for slaughter. A cat was never an animal for slaughter, and it's an animal that it also helps you as well. They lower your anxiety, help with depression. Not even that, actually, cats understand human emotions better than any other animal. Like they know when you're in distress a lot more than the dog. They actually bond way more. People don't think so, but they bond way more with when humans than actual dogs do. That's actually a scientific well-known fact that most people don't know. That's why you see videos of cats, like they will attack, fiercely when like when like an owner's being attacked by something on it, which sometimes dogs won't. So Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's remarkable, which is why they're different. Uh, they're not like what the. I don't know how many bells I had. Jeez. Oh, cats are the easiest to take care of. Like my cats, they technically take care of themselves. To be completely honest, you don't take care of cats. Cats take care of themselves. I just put water and food, and they do the rest. Like they self clean, they self groom. Yeah. Plus, they take care of your home too, from pests and such. They're far more territorial than dogs, but not in a bad way. Like most most dogs, and they're almost generally will never attack their owner. Unlike there's no. I'm still gonna have to like take it off here by hand. Why don't you sell? Why don't you sell it? Sell. What's going on with this? Well, that was a mess. Yes, can I help you? Can I help you? I guess I'm gonna have to take it to. Yep, I have to put everything back on the trailer. Actually, let me do this the easier way. I thought this would be easier, and it definitely is not. So let me return this one. Go here. Where's my baler picker upper? Transport. Here it is. This is the one that has 14 bells, 24 bells. Yes. um I've had dogs and they are a lot of work. They're so much work, especially if you try to keep them indoors. Like you can tell, definitely dogs need to be outside. They work better when they have like an outside perimeter, like on there. It's better for them, and they're able to. It's just better for them. It's easier for them, and they also they get better. It's just better for their health too, for like their mental health and stuff. And they thrive when they have like a border for them to protect. They generally like thrive. It's good for them. Yeah, this one's right here. She's licking my forearm and stuff. She was grooming me. She must, feel pretty happy. She normally doesn't. She she's very reserved. I have one cat that's fat and the other one's not. The other one is the other one is a fat body. This one's keeping her girlish figure. The other one just likes to eat. There we go. There we go. I'll take all this. This one has an automatic picker. Obviously, it's more expensive. I lease them, so I don't have to. But this one automatically picks them up for me, and it'll stack it neatly. So that's pretty much different. The other one, if I had forks, there's certain forks that have like knives that you kind of stab the nail, and then you can manually do it. So there's it's got like every single imaginable way to do it. They put it in this game, so. All right. This one is in fact cool. Can't put any more in there. Look at that. Look at that beauty. So let me look at to see where we're selling the best. Hey, hey, hey. Um Farmers market. I gotta find out where the farmers market is. Oh, there it is. Farmers market. Got it. I'll make sure that I put them so where they can be picked easier. And I have 2 more. I got a whole bunch more here. Okay. In the meantime, I have wheat I can sell. Actually, let me see. I got wheat. Yep. January is still the best month. Farmers market. Farmers market it is. Delivered farmers market. Loading is gonna be right there. Show me the money. Show me the money. Look at that. Look at all the money. Look at that. Show me the money. Yeah, give me that. Give me that. 5, 5, 2, 2, 2, 5. Give me that money. Give me that money. Ooh, yeah. I'm still rolling money. Look at the money I'm rolling into. Yeah, what I'm talking about. It's not every single veterinarian will tell you that it's always a horrible, 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 horrible idea. It's not good for the cats at all. At all. There's literally no positives on that one. Not a single one. It's unnatural. It's just buy a get a water bottle and buy a cat scratching post. The end. That's all you have to do. And the areas that you don't want to, if you put like aluminum foil on the areas so that you don't want the cat to scratch, they won't. Just they'll touch it and be like, gross. Yeah, it literally is an amputation because it's not like our nails. It is literally like it works like an actual appendage. So they remove it as an actual, because it is. It's like an actual appendage. So it is unnecessary pain and suffering that you're inflicting on an animal. But we know how much people like, inflicting pain to animals. Oh, start feeling. There we go. It's one of those. It's not a. It's not a popular opinion, but it's the correct opinion. It's just the problem is people like their furniture more than treating animals with respect and care. And I say is just don't get animals. Furniture. That's it. The reason for that is they'll scratch on anything, including furniture. They'll say it's for like, oh, it scratches me. There's only like a very, very few for safety. If your cat loses smell, he might kind of like claw at you, but not the same as enough to inflict real damage. They just might be like confused of who you are because of smell, because they see with their smell. Or if you are a complete douchebag to them, yeah, they might attack you. Which, just don't be a douchebag. I mean, it's cats are so easy. So yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, it's unnecessary. It's always been unnecessary. It's always, yeah. So, like, I've had these two cats, never been attacked. Weird. Never had a problem with them. Yeah, they scratched on my. I didn't have the money for a scratching post. I have like an old sofa. My sofa's kind of old. They scratched it. To be completely honest, I don't care. It is literally me. I'm not married to nobody. I don't have anybody else. Just my cats. So I'm like, for me, it's like, oh, I don't care. It hasn't affected me. So I'm like, oh. So people think I'm weird for saying that. I'm like, I don't care enough about my sofa. And when I do play with them, I aggravate. There's one that I aggravate on purpose, and she'll kind of claw a little bit at me playing, but I mean, she doesn't hurt me. She doesn't hurt me, but she does like get to a point where she's like, leave me alone, And I'm like, oh, now you want to be left alone? So then I start a little play fight with them. But you know, that's about it. Yep, exactly. And so I make, especially if they keep me up, I'm like, I don't follow that. They know that. Like the other one knows. She's like, she started me out. She's like, yeah, like leave me alone. And I'm like, nope, you kept me up last night. So that rule does not apply to that. But they still love me, so they know I'm messing with them. They know I'm messing with them. So yeah, it's pretty much, that's pretty much what it is. Just like play by. So I'm like, oh, okay. So it's like I'm never gonna be to a point where it's like, oh no, I have to. You're never gonna need to like see a doctor. Now I know like something going on with my. I know my ex is not really taking care of my original two cats. That she keeps on them. I know they're getting older, and it's my daughter went to play when the kids are on it. She got allergies all over it, meaning that they're not able to groom themselves properly. One of them is because she's getting old. So I told you need to get like a brush and kind of brush him, because he's not, he's old now, so he's not actually able to groom himself properly. Um, but she got a whole bunch of allergies. So I'm like, yeah, it means he's old and he's not properly cleaning himself. I feel bad for him. He's getting old and stuff. I'm not gonna be able to see him, you know, in his last days, so to speak. We've had him. Actually, he's probably 10 years old already, so he's getting up there in age. So he's a 10-year-old, going to an 11-year-old cat now. So he's getting there. He's getting there in age. I picked him up when he was a baby, a couple of weeks old. So I picked him up. Yeah, these ones have very small, almost no hair. That's why I don't. They're both of them. And they don't have tails either. This one right here, I think my cats are. Yeah, I think they're 4 years old. They're about 4 years old now, or going to turn 4. So yeah, they're pretty much mature now. 131. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Money. Okay, I made a good amount of money. You gotta look at the calendar. I think tomorrow I'm gonna have one of them will harvest. Hold on. So next month, harvest season will be March. It's January now. I'm never gonna do cotton. Never do cotton. Too much. No, these ones have very, very. One of them barely has like. So they both have very tiny ones. So, all right. So I could hard do everything on March. So I think next month, when I think one of the grass ones will be ready to mow and baled. Once I finish mowing and baling it, I'm going to cultivate it and get it ready for March. And then the other one, it's going to be it's going to be do baling everything and then cultivate it right afterwards and getting it ready. Can I help you? Can I help you? Ouch, can I help you? She's like going like this. It's like, you did that. You made the papers go on the ground. You did that. Don't look at me like you don't know. In March, I'm gonna do both of them. Are gonna be oat, because then I'll be able to harvest them, and then I'll swing in and do. I do barley. I do barley. Yeah, I think I could do barley. It's definitely gonna be oats. It's definitely gonna be oats. So what am I looking at for here? What do I need to? So this is mine. $147. See, that's not bad. It's only 85,000. These ones are 100 a piece. Yeah, about 100 a piece. So I want to get these, this, and this. I want to do the whole square. My plan is eventually this field right here, probably this one because it's closer to everything. I'm going to turn it all into either goats and cows and sheep. It's all gonna, that's just animals. Oh, let me tell you why. To do cotton properly, really, and under, you need to have, it's profitable. It's kind of profitable, but let me, where's it at? I'll show you what you need. And that's not even the planter. I need a special planter for that one. Seating, I want this one so bad. Where is it? Is it on the, where is it? First you need a special thing to get it, to hold it and sell it, but forage, grassland, baling, not root crops, not vegetables. Oh, special crops. Okay. So it's either going to be 500,000 or almost $1 million. You really want this one. Actually, no, this one right here, 500,000. So this was at 20,000. This one's just nicer looking because John Deere, but this one, it's about 500,000 just to be able to grab it. This one does square bales. This one does circle of cotton. Yes, but here we have to do it with machines. We don't do it by hand. So is this? So you need 500,000 to start with, and then you need a an actual transport, and you need usually, depending on how big it is, you need an actual trailer to get it, and that is for the semi and everything. If you don't buy it outright, you need about $1 million to buy all the equipment, or you could lease it, and it's still going to cost you about 100 just to lease the equipment, and then you got to hold it until it's time. So it's no, it's just what you like. I like circle ones because they look nicer, I think. That's just my that's just me. It's aesthetics. And yeah, it's all about aesthetics here. It's winter, so obviously nothing much to do. So I'm going to do another $10,000 job. People are not cultivating as much. At the most, they're just getting their fields ready. So you got a couple cultivating jobs. And soon, if I let the time roll, it should start. It should start snowing. But since I don't have much of anything to do, I could just go to bed. It'll be the next month, which is something like you miss if you really want to play this like super long game, and you set it to every time you go to bed, only one day passes, then you really can play this like play the super long game on this game and like really take your time, sped up the time just right, so it'll take like an entire day just to do the cultivation. It'll take you an entire day just to do one thing of seeding, like how it's supposed to, like it'll take you like weeks um to get the fields ready and everything. And then obviously then jobs are time sensitive, so because time is going by fast, you may only do one job a week. You still, so the money wise it doesn't change, but it'll feel more authentic when it comes to actual time, so you could really like fine tune this game. Did Smooth Anti-Tanning Cop, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? You missed the excitement. Yeah, so all my bales and everything on it. I made easily, I've made about, I'm gonna make another 10,000 with this one, but boy, I made some money. I have made some really sick money. Planning on hoarding as much money as possible, start buying new fields. Yeah, all jobs have time limit. Let me show you. See right here, where it says 9:28, 9 hours and 28 minutes. That's when they need it done. Plowing gives you anything that has to do with the fields. They're time sensitive because it is time sensitive for you to do this stuff. Like in 9 hours and 28 minutes, if you look at the time, it'll be around 9:30 at night. That's when everybody kind of like shuts shop, so to speak, because it's too dark. So jobs are usually up until that day, until 9:30. Now, things like wood transport and stuff on it, if you look at them, a lot of them will say like they're good for like 52 hours, like because they'll be there for like 3 days. The problem here is, so they're good for like 2 months. Crush orange. So because they're not that time sensitive, they still want it done at a certain time, but they're not as time sensitive. It also depends how you play and so on. So you have to look at the time and be like, okay, which one, since the other ones don't really pay as much, I'm not really worried about them. I mean, some I have the equipment, but because of the pay, I don't think it's worth the time. At the beginning, obviously, when I first started on this map, I did any job because I didn't take on any loans or anything. So any job at all was priceless. So if it was like $1,000, got it. Because I need to buy fertilizer, or I need to buy a cultivator, or I need items to get the grass ready. So I still lease quite a lot of equipment. There's probably gonna be equipment I'll never buy because they're not that much. My harvester is still kind of sitting there. It's not the best one, but I haven't need to use it yet. So I haven't had any need to use it, so it's kind of like just kind of sitting there waiting for when I start actually harvesting. I took the grass route because it was super easy. You can plant it. You plant it once, and as long as you fertilize it after every time you cultivate it, you could do it. You could do it 3 times. So you could do it 3 times and make a decent amount of money. Like with those fields, it's about 30 to 40,000 I make every time I bale it. So that's why I chose it on purpose, because I knew I could make easy money and don't need to use too much work. Here we go. Hold it. There we go. There we go. Where am I going? Where am I going? Okay. So it's just strategizing. A lot of people turn a lot of stuff off. Like I still have liming. Like every 3 cultivations, you have to lime it. So I did that because it's authentic. When you plow, you get stones and you have to unstone them. I left that on. I left the seasons on because it makes me plan ahead. Like, okay, if I don't cultivate this on this time, I lose my entire crops. There's a lot of things that people tearing off that I keep on because it makes me a better farmer, so to speak. And that's really the root of the game. That's what makes the game fun. When you have to really like, okay, what are we doing? What are we not? There's like money sheets and stuff already like built in for people that just want to make it really easy for themselves and play it more like a Farmville type. I don't, and I didn't like Farmville, to be honest. So some people like to turn money sheets just to all they do is just plan their farm, make it as pretty as possible. That's all. They just make farms and trying to make us not like really pretty. Like it's more like a building game. If I could just take over. Like I could take over for them, just kick him out, and I do that plenty of times. And then so I'll have them start. There's certain things that I like to do anyway. So, or if I know they're taking too long, I'll start like, okay, it's like, okay, I gotta do a wood transport. So I haven't doing plowing or harvesting or something, and then when I'm done, I'll take over because I can go a little faster than they do. So it's about how you strategize and what makes sense, what kind of makes sense to you. Yeah, yeah. So there really isn't much. I'm always gonna have wood transport jobs. Oh my god, this one's literally right next to it. I have to take this. You look how close that is to each other. That's 5,000 for no reason whatsoever. And that's what pretty much what you're doing during the days, during the months that you don't have much of anything. Just do some missions. Try to collect as much money as possible. So when it's time, when March hits, and you start like, okay, expanding, like, okay, I have enough to buy another plot of land. So I'm thinking 3 fields of oat. That's a good start. That's gonna pay dividends early on, and then I could just use the contracts to kind of like get the money back that I'm spending in. I gotta look at what equipment I can buy. Maybe buy me a wrapper. You know, it's like just general maintenance. A lot of people use that time also to if you get a plow, you can make your own like farm. Let's say you want to divide a big one to 2 plots, you could do that. So people take that time to readjust or just spend the entire time making the farm pretty, like, okay, getting animals, selling animals. There's like, I got eggs and stuff, so I'm like, okay, how am I getting, what can I do? So there's a couple things you can do. I gotta see when I can sell my honey. Hold on. I got honey too, so I gotta see about pricing of honey. In March, so that's the best time. And then my eggs. I missed the window. But if I sell them in June, they're pretty high up there, the rebound. So I'll wait until June to sell eggs. If I have, or wait until next November to sell a big amount of eggs. During the winter time, they tend to not produce as much as well. So guys, we've been going for 2.5 hours. Yeah. Time is flying by here. I might finish this one and call it a day. I gotta, I still gotta wake up for Fajr. I got a lot of videos I gotta start uploading too. They don't. They've actually they've installed mods that do that, but they actually don't. So far, the only thing that goes bad are crops. They're not harvested. Obviously, honey never goes bad, so you don't have to worry about honey in real life. In real life, honey doesn't expire. So. What are you doing, Cat? What are you plotting? I know you're plotting something. What are you doing? Leave your sister alone. Let me get in no fights. It's like playing Jenga. There we go. The cats, when my daughters are here, they love it. My daughter likes, they both of them like to cuddle with the cats, so they'll just immediately, with everything, every time they sit down, they immediately go to them and lay down. With me, I'm constantly doing stuff, so they get angry that I don't stay in one place long enough. So I'm like, I'm doing stuff. I got stuff to do. I don't got time to sit down and watch a movie. Are you kidding me? So they don't like it. Plus they get separation anxiety because I'm always leaving and coming in. They're like, especially when I go to the masjid, they're like, oh my god, you came back. I thought you were gone forever. I'm like, I just went there to pray. Leave me alone. Like, leave me alone. I was praying. Like, you would think by now they would have gotten used to it. Boom. Yes. 147. That's what I'm talking about. What time does the weather say? At 6 o'clock, it'll start snowing. So, yeah, I might hang around here until it starts snowing. Ooh, I got two crates. I got two things of eggs now. Yeah. Let me see what I got for. Okay. I might get. I wanted to get a third one, so let me do that. Let me buy another thing of honey of bees. I think it's looking nice. My entire place. I should get a fueling station. This is so I can fuel my vehicles. I should get that. That way I don't have to go to the gas station. Oh, you can get a dog too. So I'm gonna get me a little dog thing. Since I have a backyard here. Now I don't like that you can't set it out here. You gotta set it on on the grass and stuff. But that's okay. And then he'll just wander around. Nothing special. You can't pet it or anything, but you have a dog house. I think that's good, right? Or maybe like here. I hate the conflict with. I think this is good right here. See? Look. I have a dog. No, purely visuals. Purely. Nothing else. Just purely visuals. It's just cool to have. I just like having a dog. And because I have a backyard here, it's perfect. You don't have coyotes and stuff. I'm sure I'm sure they'll mod something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Now they're all those things give you now this is only one, but they look nice. I was thinking about doing something like that, maybe. These ones are just too small. I don't care for. But like one of these in the middle, I think that would look nice. But this is more of a like Asian style. The other one's the square, and then these ones are really cool. This is like the really old school beehives. So I don't know yet what to do with that one. I might maybe plant something there. Right now, that's the only one you can have. I could have only one item allowed per farm, and I think there used to be a mod that you could do. They added like cats and stuff to it, so they might do that. Might add a mod to have another type of animal. So I'm hoping that the modders will do that for me. I already have a chicken coop, so I think I have this one. I got the $30,000 chicken coop. There's this one has 20. I think all these ones have 20. This one's do 30. This one's you could do it. You just do it like look at that. But this one right here, 300. A place to keep 360 chickens. So eventually, I think when I save up money, because it takes about the same space, like that here, I have the room, and I can cut that tree, and then replace my chicken coop that has 20 with something like this, one that can do like 360 chickens, and it's not that much that expensive. But I gotta save up money for it. Everything else like 20. This one's 30. This one's 31. So it's really not a big jump. What you really want is this one right here. I really want this one where you can do 360 chickens. Yeah. I was thinking about like just taking a small loan, just to pay for some of these things, and then I know I'm gonna make all that money back and just pay it off because I'm really high on positive on money, so it's another possibility too. Uh, I know I want to do different greenhouses, the big ones. At least build two. I think there's a good spot because I can sell all the stuff right here. But build two, the big ones. They are a little expensive. They're an online world in MP. What's MP? What does MP mean? I'm not sure what MP is for. It's an open world in MP. For multiplayer, yes. You could actually, uh, you could set this map as a multiplayer map, and then have the different farms. Like people can have their own farm. You give people access to, like some, like I will. You can have your own dedicated server as well. People pay their streamers to have their own dedicated servers for their members, and then everybody has their own farms and they're helping each other out and stuff as well. They'll set up one farm with a lot of money and they'll give money away to people and stuff. And everybody, it's like, imagine this whole map, but people have their own farms in there. They come in, they come out, they do things together. So it's like, as you're seeing other people, you know, mow their grass, building stuff at the same time as you. They're talking to each other. So yeah, they do have like a GTA style. You could set it up. You could have dedicated servers or just have house your own your own one up to 6 players. The dedicated servers, you could, I think you could bump the way out higher. But yes. Yes, yeah, it's yeah, people, and a lot of it's snowing. Check it out, it's snowing. If I wait here longer, the floor, whole floor will be covered in snow. But it is snowing. Look at that. So you can see the snow. And there's a ball you could throw. If I could find a dog. Dog, where you at? Where did he go to? You could throw the ball, he'll catch it and then bring it back, so you can play fetch with your dog. Yes. Oh, there he is. He just clipped through the wall. There are some problems. There he is. He's just. They do have problems with clipping on the dog. Oh well. That's a cool. Oh, I could feel the ball. That's right. Let me put a food. There you go. I put food on the dog. See, look, he eats it. I gotta mow the grass here. But yeah, there you go. I wanted you guys to see the snow. Do that. All right, I'm gonna save it. This game is coming out nicely. It's coming out nicely. All right. So yeah, I think this is a good stopping point. It's looking really good. It's looking really good. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's coming along. I think the farm's coming along, and I'm having a blast. I'm really having a blast with this game. Can't wait for some other ones, but hope you guys have been enjoying it. You know, that's why I do it. Farm sim, farm sim, farm sim. Yeah, guys, it's been a blast on there. Yeah, thanks for joining me, Rune. Glad seeing you again. I'm gonna try do some other different streams at different times for the UK folks. You know, yeah, inshallah. If you get the game, yeah, I'll start the map in multiplayer. You can join me in, and yeah, I'll have you along, and then start helping me build the farm. Alhamdulillah, you know, and then I could show you kind of hands on some things as well. So, absolutely, there's a pretty good tutorial in the game. They'll kind of give you the basics. But yeah, watching videos is the best. It's also really good. Kind of get a feel of the different things on. There's just a lot of stuff that game has, and there's still people finding stuff out as well. So yeah. All right. Well. All right. Tell them all. Tell them it's time to go. Alhamdulillah. Tell them assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You know, inshallah, Ahmad will be joining us as well. That's right. You know, she can start her bakery thing. You know, get some honey, get some eggs, wheat for flour. Buy a bakery, make breads and cakes, and then sell them. So yeah, that's the thing, and that's the thing. So, and she could build her empire. Absolutely. I always appreciate you, Ahmad. Thank you so much. Being such a great moderator, and you know, being there for me and supporting me. Alhamdulillah. May Allah bless you, provide for you, and you know, increase you in favor. Alhamdulillah. You too, Rune. Alhamdulillah. Don't forget, guys, pray for the brothers and sisters all across the world who are suffering. May Allah give them peace. May Allah give them justice. May Allah grant them Jannah. May Allah accept our deeds. May Allah accept our prayers. Protect our families, protect our friends. Bless us, grant us Jannah, and lead us to a straight path. Alhamdulillah. And as I end everything, assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. Have a wonderful day and peace. Thank you guys so much.